I chose to pick Inky Johnson, and he presented to the University of Tennessee football team. And a little bit about Inky Johnson is that he was very poor, and that he grew up from a very low income family, pretty much poverty-ish. And he had lived with a single mother. He didn't have a father figure in his life, and he decided one day, went up to his cousin and goes, "Hey, I need to be a professional athlete. What do we need to do?" So they decided to work for it. They worked incredibly hard and did whatever they could just to get to that point. And he was able to attain an offer from the University of Tennessee. And then he had 2 great years at college. And then his junior year, he was watching film one day, and his coach came up and called him and goes, "Hey, you're a top 30 projected overall pick. All you have to do is finish the season. You're a multimillionaire." And he goes, "Awesome." So he calls mom, and he goes, "Mom, we don't have to work. You don't have to work anymore. We don't have to worry about just being grateful on Christmas. We don't have to just hold each other when nights are cold." And he goes, and he was just so happy and thrilled that he could do that for his family. And so next week he played Cal, played great, got an interception. Then next week he played Air Force, and it was in the second quarter. He went in to make a tackle, and then he tackled the guy really hard, and he fell wrong. And his whole teammate was like, "Hey, Inky, get up. You gotta play. You gotta help us win." And he goes, "No, I can't move." And so he went to the ER, and he busted an artery in his chest, and then he was no longer to play football anymore, and lost all the nerve feeling in his right shoulder. And then so after this, he obviously couldn't become a professional athlete, and his dreams were crushed. And so he decided to become a professional speaker so he could project his feelings on hard work and ethic to other people. And so when he was asked to speak to the University of Tennessee, the setting was very informal because it was after practice. And when it was his alma mater, so it was very personal to him, and he was very direct with the team, and he was very emotional, and he wasn't afraid to speak more freely to them and more directly with them, as opposed to a different speech when he spoke with Aflac. He still has the same principles and work ethic and determination, but with his previous alma mater, he is much more passionate and more emotional and direct, and with athletic terms rather than Aflac. And then he's very emotional through his speech at the beginning. He's very somber and closed until he retains the attention of the audience, where he then raises his voice to show his true emotion and passion for what they're talking about. And then he repeats athletic language, I guess you can say, is his goal is to retain national championship and to touch the line and to always finish the reps. And then he paces back and forth quite frequently and very quickly as he continues his speech, just put more emphasis and put more urgency on what he's talking about. And then the gesture he uses is the pointing gesture, which he can't use his right shoulder, obviously, but he really puts a lot of work with his left arm and the pointing to show you what needs to be done at this moment now and what he can still be able to do. And just through his speech, he was very credible because he could directly relate to the audience and the true emotion of his voice with the team.